his initial tests, electrocardiogram and blood tests, showed no evidence of heart attack. Again, I repeat, he did not have a heart attack or any damage to his heart. I would like to say that the goal of the treatment, and I think it will be achieved, is for President Clinton to resume his very active lifestyle.
And he could be released later today. President Clinton said to be resting comfortably after undergoing an emergency procedure to insert 2 tiny stents into one of his coronary arteries. Now, does this heart procedure work? How well? And how common is it?
Cardiologist Dr. Nieca Goldberg is here to explain. She's the author of Dr. Nieca Goldberg's Complete Guide to Women's Health. Well, doctor, the stents, should we feel optimistic that this is going to be a lasting cure?
We should feel very optimistic. About 1 million stents are put in every year in our country, and about 10 to 20% of those patients have already had previous bypass surgery.
Mm-hmm. And here we've got a little diagram where a tube is shot through. Tell us what's going on here.
The doctors take a tube and insert it in the artery in the groin and advance it to the heart. And when a stent is placed, it's put on the tip of a balloon, and then it's expanded, and it's a little wire mesh.
And that's what we see kind of.
And that's you see the little wire mesh, like one of those Chinese handcuffs. That's what it looks like, only it's very tiny.
And then it stays in your heart forever.
It becomes part of your artery.
In 2004, he had 4 blockages. How rare is it to clean out those blockages and then have to go back in and put a stent to keep the walls open?
You don't really clean out the blockages. What you do is you reroute the plumbing. You use an artery from the chest wall or a vein from the leg, and you bypass the obstruction. So you always have the risk of developing more heart disease. That's why after somebody has bypass surgery or stents, we tell them to exercise, change their diet, and give them cholesterol medicines and aspirin. Although we always hope that we reduce the risk, we have to remember that it's not always 100%.
You think this is a lifestyle issue?
No, it sounds like he was following a good and healthy lifestyle, and I know that everyone is saying that he's been traveling around doing good. I think if you're used to doing that, that doesn't really impose an increased stress on your heart.
Right.
If you took a busy person and put them in a quiet place, that might make them more stressed out.
Interesting. Sure. He did something that you really need to do. For a couple of days, he said, "Oh, I'm not feeling well." He called his doctor, Dr. Schwartz. He said, "If it doesn't get better, and keep track of the symptoms, come on in."
Now, the interesting thing is that he was aware of the heart symptoms because he experienced them before. So this way, he got early medical care. He did not have a heart attack. They found that he had a narrowed artery, and they put in a stent, and now he has oxygenated blood flowing to his heart muscle, and he will be able to return to his active lifestyle.
Great. All right. Dr. Nieca Goldberg, we thank you so much for telling us how this all works.
Thank you.
All right. Great.
Okay. Thanks, Doctor. Meanwhile, straight ahead, was the government involved in the 9/11 attacks? A gubernatorial candidate